Hey there, it's Dave Altavilla for HotHardware, and this is an early look at the ASUS Chromebox, model number M025U to be exact, which is a Chrome OS-driven small form factor desktop PC. With our system, we got a bundled wireless Chrome keyboard with a few special function keys specifically for the Chrome OS, like refresh, full screen view, and multi-screen view buttons, as well as this wireless ASUS Chrome mouse, which together retail for $369 as a package deal. And of course, you also get the system's AC adapter as well. The Chromebox is tiny, fitting easily in the palm of your hand and measuring 4.9 inches square and just 1.67 inches high. Our system is based on Intel's 4th generation Core i3-4010U low-power processor and 16 gigabytes of SSD flash storage. It's also equipped with a total of 4 USB 3 ports, 2 here on the front and another 2 here on the back of the system, where you'll also find a combination mic line-out jack, a full-size display port, HDMI, those additional USB 3 ports here, a gigabit Ethernet RJ45 LAN port, and the DC power in port. On the other side of the system is an SD card reader slot and a Kensington lock port. On bottom, you'll find venting for the system, as well as 4 rubber skids that, if you pry them off, reveal 4 screws. With that in mind, why don't we take a look inside the Chromebox? Under the hood, you can see the system's port connector locations here on the rear panel, and up front here with these 2 USB 3 ports. You can also see the system is equipped with 2 2GB DDR3 1600 MHz SODIMM sticks for a total of 4 GB of system RAM. Over here you can see the Chromebox's 802.11n Wi-Fi and Bluetooth radio module. If you remove the retaining screw, you can pull the radio module, exposing the system's 16 GB M.2 SATA Express flash storage module, which, by the way, provides very nimble storage performance. The CPU is actually mounted on the top side of the PCB, and it isn't easily serviceable, nor is it a socketed type processor. ASUS suggested we not try to pull the board from the system, as it can be easily damaged, so we stopped here. However, the system's upgradable SODIMM sockets, flash memory, and Wi-Fi radio modules are all easily accessible, as you can see. Incidentally, the radio module antenna wires are a press-fit type, so if one pops off, just snap it back into place. Now that we've got the system back together, setting it up is a snap. Just insert the wireless mouse and keyboard USB dongle, plug in your HDMI cable, plug in your AC adapter cable, and hit the front power button. As you can see, the system boots in well under 10 seconds. We counted 7 seconds to be exact. The keyboard also may need to be connected by hitting the connect button underneath. And as far as typing comfort goes, it's fairly spacious with decent tactile response and key travel. We liked it just fine. Hit the bottom left corner menu button in the Chrome OS and you'll see all your installed programs and apps. Out of the box, lots of Google services are installed, like Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, as well as Gmail, Maps, Google Drive, Hangouts, the Chrome web browser, and of course, the Chrome Store. You can also pin any of these programs to the menu bar below, just by dragging them down into place where you'd like them. Hit the bottom right corner and you'll find the system control panel with access to wireless network settings, Bluetooth, volume, main system settings, date and time, and software, power, and lock buttons. In the main settings control panel, you can find settings for changing things like your desktop wallpaper. Lots of options here. Date and time, font scaling, wake up and sleep control, sync setting, passwords, forms, and a host of other settings, including the ability to reset the system and remove all accounts and data with the Power Wash function button. Web browsing here with the system over 802.11n Wi-Fi was remarkably snappy with the Chrome browser. And as you can see, opening up various Google Office app types like the Google Docs word processor, Sheets spreadsheet app, or the Slides presentation slide app shows them to be responsive, and the apps are pretty full-featured as well. The Files app is where you can browse all the files in the system or in your Google Drive account, with which, by the way, Google gives you 100 gigabytes of free cloud storage for 2 years. With the Files app, you can browse and access your Drive account data, share data on Google Apps with other people, and offline data that are files stored locally on the Chromebox itself. In terms of apps, there are 2 general classes of apps you'll find in the Chrome store. Online apps, which are essentially just internet shortcuts to websites that run third-party apps, games, utilities, what have you, that have been qualified to work with the Chrome OS and in the Chrome browser. And there's offline apps, which actually install on the machine, and though they also run on the Chrome browser, do not need an internet connection to function. The Google Office app suite of docs, sheets, slides, etc. are examples of apps that can run in offline mode, as well as even a few games like Angry Birds, which, as you can see here, runs nicely at full 1080p HD resolution. All told, the ASUS Chromebox offers an interesting alternative in a low-cost, thin-client desktop PC with the best of what Google's Chrome OS has to offer currently at a reasonable price point. Something deep down, however, still leaves us wanting more full-featured offline functionality and storage. However, with the power of Google's cloud services and that SD card slot, you can see a lot of use cases for this type of device in the living room, kitchen, classroom, office, or as a public kiosk computer. Make sure you stop by our site for the full review with benchmark numbers and subscribe here to our channel for future updates, reviews, news, and event coverage. I'm Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com with the ASUS Chromebox. Thanks for stopping by.